souls. Welcome back to the Momentum to Millions podcast, where we are on the prosperous feminine pathway to extraordinary income and impact. So I know that you're a woman over 50 and you're looking to elevate your business and attract your ideal clients and step into your full financial power, right? Then this episode is for you. We are going to talk about how to create magnetic feminine messaging. So let's get started. So what do I actually mean by magnetic feminine messaging? And it's really about creating messages that capture attention, but even more so deeply resonate with your ideal clients. They want to be seen, they want to be heard, they want to feel something from you, they want to be touched. In this crazy world, we're looking for transformation, we're looking for authenticity. And it's about speaking directly to their hearts and making them feel understood, which is what's going to endear them to you and them feel inspired to work with you, right? And so one of the things that you need to do, and I believe in being very intentional, money likes intention. Money likes clarity of intention. It's actually the seed of manifesting. When you have very clear intention, it's the bridge to bringing things into form and to attracting them to you, you know? It's not just this little game that you play and say, oh, I want to make this much money. It's about being intentional and then demonstrating that intention by following through with commitment, right? So one of the clearest ways to get intentional is to create that dream client avatar, because you need to know exactly who they are, what they think, what they struggle with, what they feel, what they desire, what they want. I tell my clients, think about what will your clients say over wine and cheese with their best friends. I wish I had. I want more of. It'd be so much easier if. I wondered if there was a solution for, right? What are some of the ways they would answer those questions? So the tip I want to give you is actually fill out and find out who your dream client avatar is. And maybe you've had someone that you've worked with that really excelled and that your energies were a good match and they followed through and that got results, right? Model it after that. And you want to give that dream client avatar a name. It has a personality, it has likes, it has dislikes, it has ways that it is. For example, my dream client is named Debbie, right? And she's a beautiful spiritual woman. She's over 50. She's spent her entire life curating her body of work. She's always been on her path, but just didn't know it. She's done incredible amount of transformational self-help work. She spent a lot of times in training. She's tired of not getting traction, and she doesn't know how to package her wisdom into monetizable gifts that she can share with other people. She loves nature. She's very natural in the way that she looks. Her hair is a little wild. She's not super made up and coiffed, you know? That's just part of my audience. That's just who they are. They're like me, you know? It's like I'll go on a hike, they'll go on a hike. They probably read Brene Brown, you know, and they listen to other podcasts and things that are along the same lines, right? But they really want to make money and they're tired of not getting traction. And so I have this dream client avatar. And what that does is it really allows you to speak to them as if you're speaking to one person, as if they're the only person in the room. And so you're wondering what keeps her up at night? What are the dreams that she holds dear? If you listen to the previous episode about your story of becoming, that is your marketable superpower. Something happened to you. What happened to her is probably very similar what happened to you, and how she's thinking and feeling is very similar to how you were thinking and feeling. And what was that dream you held dear? One of the things that you can do is interview 5 people who are dream clients. But you have to have an actual intentional conversation with them, not just get into a gossipy girly thing. You actually need to ask them questions. Okay. And so once you have that clearer picture of that dream client avatar, you actually want to really go into a deep listening in the silence inside yourself and connect on an emotional level, remembering what it felt like, having empathy and compassion for what she's feeling, because the feminine touch starts to come in when we do that, right? And women's decision making is based on how they feel. And so your messaging needs to evoke this sense of connection. And one powerful way to do this is what I call story selling and storytelling, engaging to enroll. And we're not looking to enroll people or manipulate or strong arm anybody that isn't a fit for our work. We're only looking for right fit people, right? And that's why we have to stay really clear in our pathway. And so in the previous episode, in your story of becoming, that's what you start to share with people. That opens the door up in being authentic and vulnerable and real and showing people the possibility of the transformation. Because here's the secret to magnetic feminine messaging is that it resonates emotionally and that it provides relief for people because they're telling themselves the story that they're the only one who's experiencing what they're experiencing. And when you open up a doorway and you'll name something they've been afraid to say, or you're willing to show them that this was hard and I did it and I can show you, you can too. That creates relief for people and they take a sigh, right? It's like, oh, wow, I'm not the only one. That's the kind of messaging I want my clients to curate so that we're out there not fostering fear, but we're creating possibility and we're giving people relief. We're letting them lean in. We're having and creating a safe place for them to land. And so what you want to do, another tip for you here, is craft a short, small story you can tell in less than 90 seconds that highlights the challenge that you face and how you overcame it. And just one key mindset that shifted and one key inner barrier that shifted. The reason I say 90 seconds is because I want you to record an Instagram reel and they need to be less than 90 seconds. Okay. And I want you to post it. And I want you to invite people to have a conversation with you. And so you just really want to make sure that your story aligns with the struggles and desires of your dream client. So you're telling the story of how you struggled and what you felt. What was the dream that you held dear? How did you get to the other side of it? And what's possible for them if they get the help that you can offer? And that's how we create a powerful connection, an emotional connection, and create magnetic feminine messaging that doesn't create more fear, but creates relief instead. If you want to learn more about this or unpack it for yourself, register below for my 5-day Fiercely Feminine sales formula training, because I'm going to really dive into this and show up live because I'm going to workshop it with a few of you on exactly how to do this. I have gotten a lot of traction through organic marketing by being able to empower my message through my own experiences, and I want the same for you. As we wrap up, I want to emphasize the importance and consistency of your messaging. So one of the things you want to do from this exercise is capture some key phrases. What are the things you say all the time? So one of the things I say all the time is if my client knew what I knew. Another thing I say all the time is that there's enough money on the planet for everybody to have enough money. So what are those key things that you say all the time? Capture those key phrases, okay? That's another good little tip for you. And use it on your website and use it in your social media. And it's okay to repeat it. No one's tracking every single thing you said or remember it one time, okay? And just about remembering that creating magnetic feminine messaging is about attracting clients and inviting them into a discovery session with you. So thank you for joining me today. I hope you took away some extraordinary value. Sign up below for my 5 free day training where we're going to unpack this further and you'll walk out with your messaging. And I'm really here to encourage and support you to step into your financial power as an entrepreneurial woman, coach, or speaker over 50 and keep shining, keep thriving, and remember, keep it fiercely feminine.